Hello, microphone on? Yes, the microphone is on. Hello, good evening. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, the screen is dirty, it's filthy. My goodness gracious me, I should be cleaning this. My gosh, sorry. I hope you can see me actually, because I can hardly see myself. Wait a second, let me just make it okay. That's a little bit better, I hope. Maybe it is just me. Oh my goodness gracious me. Yeah, there was a stain there, which I hadn't noticed before, but I think I managed to remove it. Anyway, that'll do. Good evening, good evening. Welcome. Welcome to the Monday live stream with me, Laura from Speak. Hello, hello, hello. How are you? Yes, there you are. I can see you all coming out. Thank you. Thank you for switching on. Thank you for tuning in. There's a dog barking outside. I hope that the microphone is not picking it because it's quite loud. Do you hear it? Can you hear it? I hear people talking in the street, dog barking. Now it's stopped. Luckily, just in time for this to be not too disturbing anyway. And there's a motorbike revving up. Hello. Hello, Claudia. Hello, Rosa Maria. Hello. Welcome, welcome. How are you? How was your weekend? Hello, everybody. Hello, Pompea. Good to see you. Thank you for being here. I'm a little bit sunburnt, even though you can't see it really, because I'm as pale as I don't know what. I don't get a tan. But I actually, here, I get a bit of tan here on my nose and on the cheeks, just enough for me, because I get burnt easily. Hannah Paula, hello, good Monday. Yeah, yeah, good Monday. Well, in a way, let's try and be positive, shall we? We need to just keep a positive attitude and a positive spirit. And something is collapsing here next to me. No, it's a ghost. I've got a house ghost. I'm convinced I've got a house ghost. I should be talking about this with Michelle, who also had issues with ghosts and strange things happening in the house. I am totally convinced that my house is haunted. But the ghost must be nice, must be a benevolent one. Let's put it this way. Ghost, if you're here, just be good to me, will you? But something has just moved next to me, and I swear it wasn't me moving, and Richie isn't here with me either. Anyway, interesting things happening live. Yeah, poltergeist, maybe, Anna Paula, I don't know. Sometimes in my house, which is it's an old house, this one, it's many people have lived in this house, including my family, you know, my grandparents and my parents, and now us, you know, my family and me. And so I believe that I am not alone. Somehow strange things like noises and occasionally things rattling like, you know, glasses in the glass cabinet. So I don't know. I'm not scared. I'm not scared at all. But it's like I feel that I am not alone. Anyway, we're here to talk about English, not ghosts. But please do tell me if strange things also happen to you or your house or people that you know that have got the same experience as me. I'm fascinated by this, actually. Hello, Manu, Rosa Maria, Anna Paula, yes, and Nasri. Hello. I think you said hello. I hope you said hello. I can't read that, but thank you for being here anyway. There's a beautiful smell in my house, actually, people, right now, from the kitchen next door. Nadia, hi. Hello, Nadia. My husband, whom you've met before, Simon, is cooking today for some reason. Out of the blue, he decided he wanted to bake a cake. Now, apart from the fact that he's picked the possibly worst moment, time of the day, time of the year, for me to just bake a cake now, because I am trying to just have some sort of healthy eating habit, you know, not because of summer and bikini stuff, not at all, just to feel a bit healthier. Do you know what I mean? And just today, he decided to make the biggest chocolate cake ever. ever, and I mean ever. And the house is filled with this smell, which is, it's beautiful. It's so delicious. And that cake is going to be, I tell you, it's going to be the bee's knees. But I am not going to have any for a while. I'm trying to cut down on sugars and things like that. Are you on a diet? Are you trying, by diet, I mean like trying to eat healthily in a better way, not necessarily to lose weight, but just to feel a little bit better health-wise, you know? So for instance, I'm trying to drink more water. This is my water. It's my cup of water for this live stream. There was another one earlier on, and there have been a few today. These cups of water. And sorry, I'm trying to read and speak at the same time, and not necessarily, am I doing this right? So let me see. So Pompea says, sometimes I hear strange noises in my house, but there is anyone. Ah, Pompea, are you sure this is what you really mean? Look, sometimes I hear strange noises in my house, and that's correct. And, ooh, interesting. But then you say, but there is anyone. It means that everybody is in your house. You're saying the opposite of what you actually mean. What you want to say is, but there is no one. This is what you should say. Okay, they are the ghost. Yes. Oh, Nadia's on a ketogenic diet. Oh, right. What is that? I have no idea. What is it? Does it involve avocados for some reason? Is this possible? And Caterina made the salame di cioccolato. Oh, wow. Chocolate sausage, the roll, the chocolate log, kind of. Oh, yeah. Ah, sad water drinking here. No, I will have the cake. I will have the cake a little bit. Okay. But just on Monday. Oh, Anna Paula says, I'm quite afraid my house anytime will collapse because of the heavy movements of my washing machine. Okay, but that's different anyway, because the washing machine, you know what the cause of the movement and the rattle and the noises is. You know exactly why that's happening. I don't know. There isn't a washing machine going on right now. And apart from, let me think, there's Richie. He's upstairs. He's on the terrace. I actually saw him a few minutes ago because I wanted to do this live stream from my terrace, which was beautiful, and flowers everywhere and birds like chirping happily on the terrace. And there's no reception. The internet connection on my terrace is rubbish. So I can't do it. Okay, Daria says, good evening to all. Your ghost doesn't understand you. Is it an Italian one? Yeah, probably. Maybe this is why he's complaining. He wants to be involved somehow. But yeah, okay. Something just moved again. There, a piece of paper. Probably there's a draft. Yeah, there's a draft. There's some air moving. Quite. Sorry. Yes, Anapa, I understand that. Patella says about the keto diet. Okay, so it's a low carb diet without any kind of sugar. Okay, so it's like what I feel like a diet should be. Are you trying to lose weight, Nadia, or is it for like health reasons? And Maria says, so you should give us the recipe of this cake. Oh, yes, but it's a secret cake, actually. It's a grandma cake. It's Simon's grandmother's cake. Well, it's not a secret. When I say it's a secret, it's not a secret at all, actually. But he's so proud. So it's the first time he's done this. And so we'll see what the cake is like. I'll post a picture later, but you won't be able to smell it, but take my word for it. It's beautiful smell. It's delicious. And it involves nuts, honey. I think there's a Mars bar, Mars bar melted in the microwave. And I saw that being just dripped on top of the cake. And I don't know what's happening. Lots of biscuits and some cocoa powder. I think there's cocoa powder as well, not just chocolate. Anyway, we're talking about for a little bit too much now. Let me drink some water. Nadia, health reason. Yeah, Nadia, I agree with you. In this moment, I'd love a piece of cake. Yeah. Do you know, I can take or leave it. I'm not a cake person, really. I'm a chips person. I'm a crisps person. I love everything that's that kind of bad for you. You know what I mean? But this smell is it's tempting. It's very tempting. Anyway, so enough of this. Somebody last week asked me to talk about English food or food in not food in general. I'm no expert in food. I like to eat a lot, but I'm not an expert. But we can talk about English food or British food, if there's such a thing as British food, and there is such a thing as British food. And perhaps at some point we'll consider talking about that. If you're all interested, if it's something that would tickle you, then we could I would like most of all to know about your experience with English food. And when I say English, I mean food that you eat in England, you know, and understand what your experiences are. Because the legendary English food isn't legendary, but there is a tradition of English food, British food, and there are some dishes that are known, I would say. So Daria, ghost is spelled Ghost, not Gost. And Donatella, hello. Yeah, good, my man. You know, man as in friend, right? Donatella, you know that. Katerina says, I don't like fish and chips. You don't like fish and chips? You don't like fish and chips, for goodness sake. Yeah, okay. You're allowed to. It's okay. But there isn't just that, you know, Katerina. There isn't just fish and chips. And there isn't just McDonald's food. Please, people. But we'll talk about English food because I want to prepare some visual material for you too. And I don't have any today because I was ready to do something else tonight. Something that may or may not be of interest or you may or may not know. But as you know, this is, okay, these moments here with me and with Alex on Wednesday are meant to be like chatty moments where we talk about things, about words, lexicon, sentences, the structure of sentences, and to get you practicing. And then hopefully you come to speak with us and you practice all these things that you learn. Okay, so today we're doing a piece of grammar to get you on the right track and then hopefully be able to use it properly. Okay. First, let me check your comments. In London is great, the best. And kidney pie, yeah, it's a specialty. But I'm a vegetarian, so I wouldn't eat it. Probably I would eat the vegan or vegetarian version of that, which is, yeah, good. Like porridge and honey. Yeah, porridge. Porridge is healthy, is good. Beer. Oh, beer and kidney pie. Yeah, beer and kidney pie, not best. Oh, yeah. Can't go wrong. Anyway, share this live stream as usual. Share. Make it known to as many people as possible. We want to bust the internet, as people say. Come on, facciamo confusione, facciamoci sentire. Yeah, well, share if you want to share. Need to wear my spectacles. At school, I read about porridge at breakfast. Do they really eat that? They meaning people. If people eat porridge, oh yeah, Maria, porridge is delicious. It's cooked oats. It's very nice, you know, and it's very healthy too. It's basically cooked cereal. It's like a mochi. It sounds horrible like this, but it's very nice, and you can add fruit. Oh yeah, you can eat fruit, berries. You can eat honey. You can add anything. Talking about vegetarian food, Donatella says, I'm cooking vegetarian spaghetti. Oh, what sort of? What's inspire me? I had vegetarian lasagna yesterday, made by Simon the Great cook. It was delicious, beautiful food. You know, he makes a fantastic ragu with a W because it's called rag, so it's a ragu. delicious, delicious, delicious. But my lasagna, my vegetarian lasagna, I think is better because I use lots of green vegetables and lots of bechamel. And yeah. And then apple pie. Yeah, apple pie with ice cream. How do you eat your apple pie? With just a dollop of ice cream or yogurt or just cream? How do you eat that? Lamb and mint pie for Easter time. Lamb and mint. Okay, nice. Very nice, Anna Paola. Zucchini. Vegetarian spaghetti, as in zucchini. You do the physical spaghetti by just striping the zucchini like that. I understand. Ooh, nice. I've never tried that before. That would be good. That would be good. I thought you were making traditional spaghetti like the pasta spaghetti, but with a vegetarian sauce or something. Beautiful. Beautiful. Very nice. Oh, this is becoming a talk about food. Maybe we should have the food rubrica on a Monday, just to start the week in a happy day. This is nice. But yet, today we're here to talk about this particular structure of verbs. Are you ready? Are you steady? Shall we go? So we're talking about the structure in verb plus, sometimes not plus the object, and to with the infinitive, or as we will see, even the infinitive without the to. Okay. There are some verbs in English, and these are the verbs that I've prepared for you. So let's take a look at these verbs. Want, ask, help, expect, beg, mean, would like, would love, would prefer, would hate. Yes, these particular verbs are followed, as you probably know already, by the to and the infinitive. The structure can be verb plus to. So, for example, bear in mind these verbs, okay? Maybe write them down. Sorry, I'm also crying, not because I mean to cry, but because I've got this hay fever allergy, which keeps me awake at night. And as a result, I've got these big marks under my eyes. My eyes are so puffy and watery, and I cry. This is also one of the reasons why I feel the need to drink a lot. I'm dehydrated. It's not just for health reasons, because it's good to drink water. It's because I'm crying my eyes out. Have you written those verbs? Barbara says, me too, a vegetarian, not vegetable. You're not a vegetable, you're a vegetarian, Barbara. But yeah, I understand. So verb plus to following this, okay? For example, we expected to be late. We expected to be late. Or would you like to go now? She doesn't want to know. Traditional verb plus to and infinitive. We expected to be late. Would you like to go now? She doesn't want to know. Or you can also have the verb followed by the object, followed by the to. Look at this. This is where it becomes a little bit more interesting. We expected George to be late. George is the object. Okay, so verb, object, and to. Would you like me to go now? She doesn't want anybody to know. She doesn't want anybody. Anybody's the object of this sentence. What we were just saying, okay? Verb, object, and to. Let's compare with what we said before. Verb plus to. Verb plus object plus to. Let me see comments. Panda, yeah. Panda eyes. Gosh, terrible. And you have to see this. You have to see this. You have to look at this too. Imagine that. Poor you. Anyway, be careful, by the way, with the verb want. Want is a particular verb, and many a time do I hear the mistake, want that something, okay? In Italian, voglio che tu parli con il professore, vuole che lei vada a fare la spesa. But this is Italian, want that. So remove that idea that want works like this, because want doesn't want that. Look at this sentence. Do you want me to come with you? Not, do you want that I come? The second part of the sentence, delete. That's wrong, okay? This is why I've wrote not. This is wrong. This is correct. Do you want me to come with you? I have a student whom I'm not going to mention who always makes this mistake. If you're watching, see, this is for you, okay? Do you want me to come with you? Or like I said to my daughter earlier on, well, I said this to my husband. Katie's my daughter. She wanted to go out with her friends. And I said, I want Katie to do her homework first, per prima cosa. Then she can go with her friends. And she did. She did her homework. Very nice girl. She's very good. And then she went out with her friends to the park, which is just opposite my house. Again, another example with want. They want me to talk to the boss on behalf of the team. Okay? On behalf of, do you know this? Da parte di, on behalf of the team. They want me to talk, not they want that I talk. No, that would be wrong. Let me see your comments, and I'm leaving this. Okay, do you want me to cut a slice of cake for you? Yes, Maria is talking about cake. I feel like Daddy Pig now. Do you know Peppa Pig? One of the characters is Daddy Pig. Daddy Pig loves chocolate cake, so we're all being a little bit like Daddy Pig. Anna Paula says, I would like to visit without the E, my son in his new flat in the city. I would like to visit. Yes, traditional use of would, like, to, plus the verb, the infinitive. Donatella, I want you to meet me. Yeah, me too. Donatella, yes. So this is clear. This is not an issue, it looks like. The verb help, okay, let me remove this. The verb help. You can use the infinitive and you can choose with or without the to, okay? So you can say both ways. For example, can you help me move the desk? Do you see a to plus infinitive? No. Can you help me move the desk? Can you help me to move the desk? It's okay. You can use it both ways. It's fine. It's the verb help that wants this kind of structure, and it's fine. It's okay. Then there are other verbs. Oh, write this down. I'm not moving this banner, this slide yet. So you can write it and I can have a swig of water. It's my husband. It's not a ghost. Now I'm all alert. I hear noises and I see things moving. Now the papers haven't moved again, so I guess it was just me speaking, maybe. The ghost was me. Ha, ha. There we go. Lida, do you want me to pledge all my efforts to solve that problem? Do you want me? Very good. Very good. So you don't have a problem. Just so you don't need to pledge. Then there are verbs which have the structure verb plus object plus to, like this. Verbs like tell, remind, force, enable, teach, order, warn, invite, persuade, get in the use of persuade, convince somebody, arrange for something to happen, okay? Not in the meaning of become, but persuade. So you use the verb plus the adjective plus the to, like, can you remind me? Sorry, let me just correct this. I've forgotten. And me, can you remind me to phone Anne tomorrow? There we go. That's correct now. I've corrected it live. Can you remind me to phone Anne tomorrow? Okay, remind me. Who taught you to drive? Chi ti ha insegnato a guidare? Who taught you to drive? Taught you. Okay, and here we go. I got somebody to help me move the piano. Help without the to, possible structure, but most important, got somebody to help me. Got as in persuaded, convinced somebody to help me move the piano. All right, this clear? Any questions here? Everything okay? Look at the next one. Jim warned me not to touch the switch, ok, l'interruttore, the switch, because it was dangerous. Jim warned me, mi ha avvertito, mi ha detto di non, ok, not to touch. If you can, do not split infinitives. So we don't say not to not touch, ok? We do not split, non separiamo l'infinitive, lasciamo not before, not to touch the switch. So this is an active sentence, but the next sentence is the same situation, but passive. I was warned not to touch the switch. Mi è stato detto di non toccare l'interruttore. I was warned not to touch the switch. Yes? You get it? Do you want to give me a few more examples with warn or any of the verbs that we mentioned? And let me show them to you. Tell, remind, force, enable, teach. Tell in particular is interesting because it's very used. Tell me, okay? Remind me. Let's see. Did you order me to go to the laundry? Did you order me? Like, do you want me in a very strong way to go to the laundry? Yes, good. Can I help you to cope with this plummeting situation? Plummeting situation. My goodness, disastrous. Yes, good, because you use help, Alida, both with the to plus infinitive or without the to and the infinitive all the same. So you can say, can I help you to cope? Or can I help you cope? Plummeting situation. Lovely. Right. So where are we? Let me just scroll up, scroll down. And then there are verbs where you can also have, you can have verbs plus ing form. Oh, wait a second. I see comments happening. My husband taught me to drive. Good. Laura, could you repeat the rule for want, please? Yes, of course. Yes, of course. Oh, Muhammad. Ciao, 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 ciao. How about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? Oh my goodness. You gone mad, Muhammad. Ciao. Yes. Hello to you. Yes, sure. I will repeat the rule for want. I just want to show you the examples too. In Italian, we say voglio che tu faccia qualcosa, okay? So in an Italian mind learning English, the automatic translation would sound like, sarebbe fare, I want that you do this for me. No. In English, with want, you have to use want, the object, and then the to and infinitive to the verbs. So, do you want me to come with you? Not, do you want that I come? Copy this down, okay? So this is just an example, but it does show how want behaves. And you have to be careful with want. Sorry, I need to rub my eye. This doesn't help, really. Horrendous. Do you have an allergy? And if so, do you have this allergy? And if so, how long does it last? I'm already just I'm resigned to the fact that this will be the whole of July for me. Look at my eye. This is Mad Eye Moody. I am Mad Eye Moody. Harry Potter. It's me. Comments. I wasn't able to answer the phone. Yeah, like they allowed you to answer the phone. Thanks. Yes, Pompea, you're very welcome. I hope it's clear. Donatella, she's telling him to leave the apartment. She's telling him to leave the apartment. Yeah, right now. Right, okay, so let's scroll down again. I got all my notes here. So we were saying that there are some verbs, and these are the verbs that we are now looking into, we're going to look into. So with the following verbs, with these verbs, there are two possible structures, okay? You can have the verbs plus the ing form without an object, or you can have the verb with the object plus the to and the infinitive. So advise, which is similar to Italian. It's better than suggest. Suggest is so complicated and complex, and it's, I think, very confusing for Italian students. So as a good alternative, you can use advise with due considerations, but you can use advise. I advise you. Okay. Recommend, encourage, allow, I like allow, and we'll see an example later, permit, and forbid. So let's take a look at the verb plus ing, like we were saying before, the two possible structure. First, let's analyze verb plus ing. Here we go. I wouldn't recommend staying in that hotel because there's a ghost. Or she doesn't allow smoking in the house. Okay, so we have recommend and allow plus the ing form of the following verb. Okay, staying in that hotel. She doesn't allow smoking in the house. Comments. Good taking. Muhammad, sei bellissima, thank you. No, non sono bellissima, sono un panda bear. Ho allergia terribile, but thank you. Good taking, forse vuol dire good talking. I don't know. He told me that I would have some perk on that. Alida, you're very good. You're full of beans. Thank you for your examples. And Anna Paula says, do you want me to suggest you? Suggest you? No, it doesn't exist. We just said, and I see that you said, whoops, because you used suggest. No, do you want me to tell you? Do you want me to advise you on medicine for your spring flu? No, I'll just cope with it. Thank you, Anna Paula. I don't like taking things. It's yeah. If I have to, of course I take medicine. Of course I do, but I don't think it's so serious. It's just very annoying. I think today I sneezed like 17 times in an hour. Just this morning. This is all because yesterday I decided to sweep the floor of my terrace. There was lots of pollen around and all the leaves and the flowers. And so everything was like up in the air and into my nose and out of my eyes. Jacopo says, me too. Yesterday evening in particular, I had eyes as a fountain. Yeah. Jacopo, drink a lot of water because we're going to get dehydrated. I'm shrinking because I'm dehydrated. And as a result, then I develop a headache. Not nice. Alida, it's not worth arguing about him. No, it isn't, is it, Alida? Alida or Lida? What's your name? Alida, Lida? I like it. Alida, Lida. It's musical. Right. Okay. So we looked at the structure of the verb plus ing, but then there's also the structure with the verb plus object plus to. So look at this. I wouldn't recommend anybody to stay in that hotel. Let me show you the structure of the previous sentence. First, it was, I wouldn't recommend staying in that hotel. And in this case, we go, I wouldn't recommend anybody to stay in that hotel. The meaning is the same, really, with just a little bit of a nuance added to it. So non raccomanderei a nessuno di stare in quell'hotel. Okay? Stare in questo caso va bene, di passare del tempo. In this first situation, non raccomanderei di stare in quell'hotel. Ci manca l'oggetto. Okay, so this is why there's a difference here. Or again, verb plus object plus to. She doesn't allow us to smoke in the house. Instead of, questa è quella di prima, this one, she doesn't allow smoking in the house. In this case, she doesn't allow us to smoke in the house. Is everything clear? Is it good? Are you understanding what I'm saying? Hope so. Your comments are good. Bagno oculare, nickname leader, okay. Bagno oculare, you have an eye bath. Eye bath, like you use drops and you make them like cry a lot. I think I know what you mean. I have eye drops, Jacopo. I have eye drops because last night when I eventually got out of bed at 2:00 in the morning. Yes, okay, I hear you. Yes, Jacopo. Okay, it's an eye bath, like drops. I had one of those bagno oculare, like with eye drops, because my eyes were so sore and red, like unbelievably red and puffy, and I scared myself when I look at my image in the mirror. It was terrifying. Not a pretty sight. This is for Muhammad, che dice che sono bellissima. Mi avresti dovuto vedere ieri. You should have seen me yesterday, Muhammad. The terror, the horror. Anyway, so she doesn't allow us to smoke in the house. All these uses of the language, all these sentences, all this kind of language in use, we practice in Speak. So you shouldn't miss this opportunity of becoming one of our students. I know that summer is coming and everybody is in that kind of mindset. We go on holiday, but English doesn't go on holiday. Or better, take your English on holiday with you. If you're going somewhere nice, if you travel, you will need English. Okay, or English may come to you, visitors and tourists, and you want to be able to use English. So come to Speak. Look, there's a number. Let me show you the number there. There it is. Nostro studente, become our student. We still have a few places available, but soon, very soon, we're closing again. We need to finish with the new enrollments. And as a surprise for new students, new students, for a younger target. Now, you're all young people and beautiful people and adults, but what I mean by young is I mean teenagers. So soon there will be what we already announced as Speak Junior. So this is the next surprise. Okay, but the number to call is the same. Carmelinda is there for Speak Adults and Speak Junior. So don't miss this opportunity. Come and join me. Come and join the team. Let's see. Okay. It's Anna Paola says it's very hard to get in use for a poor old Italian woman. Anna Paola, it's never too late. Never too late. Old. What old? I'd like to see old. Pompea says it's a little difficult to remember every structure. What do you suggest about it? I suggest you practice. I suggest you come to Speak. Because this is what I always fight against, ok? È sempre la mia battaglia personale. La grammatica va bene, noi qui, adesso, ora, in questi incontri, stiamo di fatto facendo grammar, la struttura della grammatica, ma rimane qui nei video se poi non la mettiamo in pratica, così come rimane su un grammar book se non ci mettiamo a metterla in circolazione. Ok, quindi cosa suggerisco? Suggerisco di venire a Speak, assolutamente, perché in Speak queste strutture le prendiamo, le mettiamo lì e poi cominciamo a utilizzarle, facciamo esempi pratici e soprattutto voi parlate, non scrivete, perché qui io parlo, I talk too much. I speak a lot and I say too many things sometimes. E poi non so mai in italiano, in inglese, faccio un misto terribile. A volte parlo in italiano e sembro Staglioli, a volte parlo in inglese e sembro non so cosa. So, anyway, questo è, in realtà vi vorrei incoraggiare dicendovi queste cose, che siamo tutti qui. Facciamo le lezioni su Zoom, quando facciamo Speak. E c'è tutto un team di insegnanti con accenti diversi, ci sono io, c'è Alex, c'è Mary Lee, c'è Mike, c'è Michelle, c'è Tisha, c'è Hilly, c'è Dee, ci sono degli insegnanti favolosi, ognuno con la sua esperienza, ognuno con la sua provenienza, ok? E quindi questa è la cosa bella di Speak, che c'è la possibilità di sentire più fonti, di prendere il meglio da ogni insegnante ha sempre qualcosa da dire e da insegnare, e soprattutto è un contesto molto rilassato, molto amichevole, molto empatico, in cui gli studenti parlano, non parlano gli insegnanti, parlano gli studenti, perché c'è la possibilità di sentire e vedere fisicamente. Non è così come queste dirette su Facebook. Questi volutamente sono punti di grammatica, spunti di riflessione, momenti in cui affrontiamo delle frasi idiomatiche, per esempio, dei modi di dire, un uso lessicale che diverge dall'italiano per qualche motivo particolare che andiamo ad esaminare, o come prima parliamo di English food, quindi aspetti culturali. But you should come to Speak. Ecco Donatella che dice, sooner or later I'll be your student again. Is that a threat, Donatella? Is that a threat? Are you supposed to be threatening me? Oh, Donatella, I can't wait. Make it sooner than later, okay? Yes, Daria. Thank you, Daria. We are beautiful people in Speak, Daria. Yeah, Daria. But I want to hear more from you because you're wonderful, Daria. You join us when you're at work and you only write, and I miss you. You need to be with us. Donatella, thank you. No, it's not a threat. Daria, Daria, yes, I know you subscribed for the second round. Thank you so much. Brilliant. We need students like you. Anna Paula, as soon as I receive my TFR, I would attend your classes. Yeah, okay. Daria, only Monday. Okay. Yeah, unfortunately, I am there on Monday. And I see you, and I love seeing you, but then you disappear, and I see you in the chat. And that's lovely. Anyway, thank you for being very loyal. So anyway, let's continue a little bit more with what we were saying, because now there's the use that I like a lot, the be allowed to in the passive form. You all know this. Probably you've all seen this sort of sentence, like smoking is not allowed in the house. Smoking isn't allowed in the house. Fumare non è permesso. We aren't allowed to smoke in the house. Two different uses of be allowed to, okay? It's not difficult. It's at the passive form. Just remember. In the past, there were a lot of shops reading dogs are not allowed. Okay, it's the same situation here. Now things have changed a little bit and dogs are allowed. In fact, it sounds rude if you don't allow dogs in a building, in a shop. You know, sorry, I'm gonna pop my eyeball out, scratch it and pop it back in. Oh dear, it's terrible. Yes, okay. So nearly finished. Oh gosh, it's getting late. I've got a lesson. Oh my goodness. Make and let. Let's talk about make and let. These verbs have a structure of verb plus object plus infinitive, but without the to that we are so familiar with. For example, the customs, la dogana, made him open his case, not made him to open. Okay, I'm looking down because I'm looking here. The custom made him open without the infinitive plus the to. Okay, or hot weather makes me feel tired. Yeah, does it happen to you? Low blood pressure, I suppose, but hot weather makes me feel tired. Like, pollen makes me sneeze. There you go, another example. Or her parents wouldn't let her go out alone. That is, they wouldn't allow her to go out alone. Okay, let her out. Just last week, we looked at the song from by Paul McCartney, Let Them In, Let Them In, fateli entrar, let. Or, let me carry this bag for you. Okay, not let me to carry, but let me carry. Make, let, without the to, but with the infinitive verb. But in the same way, we say make somebody do something, okay? But, so not to do something, but the passive is to be made to do. So the infinitive with the to. For example, the sentence before where he was at the customs office and they made him open his case, he was made to open his case by the officer. So this is the same sentence in the passive form. He was made to open his case. That's it. We have finished successfully. I hope that this was useful to you. Okay, let me check your comments. Alida, nickname Lida, stage name or nickname. Talking in a loud voice is not permitted in this area. Correct. His behavior make her live the job. Make her live. Oh, like quitting. Okay. Made her live. Live as in L-E-A-V-E, not live, but leave. Lasciare, okay, Alida? But yes, I understand what you're saying. Yeah, correct. This is correct. Okay, so let me remove this banner because it's a little bit annoying. That's it. We are finished. We've done nearly an hour and I've got students waiting for me very soon. And I've seen Alida, you've corrected your leave. Yes, exactly. L-E-A-V-E. And Maria says, let me help you with your luggage. Perfect. Alida Valli, famous actress. Oh, yeah, very famous. Is that you? Are you the reincarnation? Yeah, nice. Alida. So thank you for being here. Thank you for your company. Thank you for staying, for being with me. Thank you for listening to me. I hope this was useful. And don't forget that on Wednesday, you have Alex with his live stream. Okay, so we'll talk about something else with him. And Friday with me again, and possibly a special guest. We'll see. And we will talk about English food properly, I promise. Okay, so have a fantastic evening. Don't eat too much cake, and see you next time. Bye.